Alright guys, welcome back. This is Fox. We are playing Project Ozone Lite. And I just wanted to bring you guys in and do some questing. Because we've done a lot of quests. We've accepted all of the presents and everything. This is the only one that we have not done. So we're gonna do it. That is right guys, today is the hydrangeas, yeah. Today is the Botania Day. Are you still crafting those? No. Okay. Well guys, you may notice things are a little bit different around here. We put in a smeltery up here. It's pretty decent. There's blood in there because, you know, Endermen like to spawn around and destroy stuff and whatnot. We have added in, we got our crafting monitor up there. Let's go down. We got our crafting storage here. We added in a quartz grindstone just because you need, on these, you need to grind them to make ender dust. There's no other recipe for this, and you use these to make these wireless boosters, because if you notice, we have a wireless crafting terminal. We finally upgraded to the wireless crafting terminal. We did put it back here, and we upgraded this with 64 of these. Just because we don't have the infinity card. We have the only way to get the infinity card is to, this is getting really full. The only way to get the infinity card is to get it in a loot box. One of the loot things from one of the loot chests. So, you know, we're hoping to get that. We put everything into here. We added in some more interfaces along the back of these, and we simplified this system so that now we put a whole bunch of different things along the back of these. We put acceleration cards into pretty much everything, and we just added this in to take all of, let's put that down fast, to put all of our Inferium essence into Insanium, which is, you know, the fastest or the highest tier that it can go. We made a couple of the 64 crafting storage just because when we accepted a lot of these quests, we got a couple of these 64k crafting things. We need to upgrade that. We're actually using things now. So let's control, retract rod. So now they all should be set to 80, so we should be making about 50,000 RF a tick. Yeah, see, that's right. We're spitting out a little bit. One of the things that we probably could do, we're almost out of Elorium. I hadn't actually done that in a very long time, so we're glad that we had a lot of that to use. We added in a whole bunch of things to these slice and splice as well. We also made a experience obelisk. It's connected to an ender tank up there, which is connected to our mob farm down below. We also have, I'm trying not to look down because there's spoiler stuff down there. We also set up a lava generation station, is the best way to put that, into that to make all of that stuff. We added in some more 64k drives up here. We're gonna eventually fill those all in, but yeah, so we got all the advanced inscribers are doing just everything there. Alloy smelter, we added in a thing for stone just because we needed stone. The compressor is how you make blaze rods out of blaze powder. Crystal growth chambers does that. The factory still does 1 steel with 1 iron. And then we finally got all 8 of our molecular assemblers on here. Nothing. Interesting. Pulverizer, sag mill, slice and splice, and soul binder. We haven't put in anything else into the soul binder or slice and splice yet. That's just because we don't need to. But yeah, so like I said, today is the Botania day, and we can't do anything with Botania unless we have a place to put it. As a side note, I've done some decorating. Just a little bit of decorating, and we added in some more places for these. We also doubled our inferium growth area. These are chicken seeds. Let's put you down there and down there. And these, I believe, are fluex seeds. Yeah, but we're full up on these, and that's good. These ones are still dirt, still stone, still uranium. So there actually is 2 different ways to get yellorium essence. So you can make yellorium essence, because you can make yellorium seeds. The thing is, you have to use this ex nihilo ascencio one to do it. And for some reason, when we were getting these, it was turning them into the other chunks. So we're using these. If you use the uranium seed or the yellorium seeds instead of uranium seeds, then you get 4 per every craft instead of 2. So I mean, it is a little bit better, but you just saw we just crafted up everything that we could possibly need, so I'm not that worried about it. We're also getting now insanium. So we now have 88 insanium already, and that is ridiculous. Made for insanium and the tier 6 crafting seeds. Tier 6 crafting seeds are how you make awakened draconium and nether star seeds. So our nether star seeds are actually right here, and they actually are growing, because if we fly under here, we actually have a nether star crux. We got one from a loot chest. I flew to an area that has walls already on it. But yeah, so I like this pattern. These are all just factory blocks, which are really easy. It's just iron and stone, and we have a lot of iron, a lot of stone. And I like these big windows and everything like that. And to me, this feels right. I guess if I'm showing you guys what we've done again, we also added in a thing here. We also added in our portal to the deep dark. We made a deep dark portal, put it in there, and I really like how this looks. Like this to me is an amazing thing. But yeah, as you can see, we got the absorption hopper going into an ender tank up there, just to get the various experience that drops. But yeah, so guys, like I said, today is Botania Day, and I think I want to put Botania on this level here, and I want to do it out this way. So I want to kind of make it up and out of everything up in here. So we're going to... We already have made a petal apothecary. And I believe we have a pure daisy, yeah. So we have 1 pure daisy. But what we want to do is, I made the twisted, there we go. Is that we're going to make, do I have stone? No, but I can craft stone. I need 8 stone. And there's 8 stone. And I love this thing because, like, I've made this thing and used it a lot, and it only has gone down 74%. We also have a magnet card. We haven't set this filter yet to automatically, so whenever it takes stuff into my inventory, it would send it into my system. We haven't set that up yet. Stone and log. Use spruce wood log. Yes. But what we want to do, this is uneven. That's fine. So what we're going to do, we're going to place one there. I want to take this up to 2. No, we're going to take it up 3. We're going to take this up 3 blocks. Take it up 3 blocks just so that we have a little bit of space between us and the tops of these. Also, as a fun note, when I made these walls, I actually just made this entire like section right here, from blue to blue, made that entire thing, and then realized that this platform was right in between the glass. So, like, that was just nice. Like, not clever planning, because I didn't actually know that was going to happen. That was just a nice surprise. But yeah, so we're going to create a little area right up here for Botania, and once we get that set up, we will be right back and show it to you guys, okay? Alright guys, welcome back. We got a little bit of an area set up here, and we're just gathering up some flowers using floral fertilizer. Floral fertilizer is really easy to get. It is just bone meal and any of the gray, or any of the powders, and the powder is just any of the petals mixed up with a mortar and pestle. And so we made a flower pouch just so that we could hold all of these without having them just spill all into our inventory, which is actually really, really helpful. We also made an ender pouch. This ender pouch is going to be specifically just for Botania stuff. But so what you do, actually I don't have to do 2 more. So each 2 of these gets you 2 mythical, or each one white flower gets you 2 mystical white petals. And then you can use these in a petal apothecary. You make 4 of them to make a pure daisy. A pure daisy is basically the most important thing in the entire pack. I am looking for a bucket. Well, good. Well, I only have 43 buckets. So we made a Pam's hermitcraft well. Makes it nice and easy. 3, 4, and then they all just go in there with a little bit of water, and then you have to put in seeds. They just have to be regular seeds. Here we go. And you just throw regular seeds, and you get a mystical white flower. This is basically how you make a lot of your seeds, is with this petal apothecary right here. Right click with an empty hand to add back the last recipe. Weird. So yeah, so what I always do with these is I set up little things like this, so that if I have, which of course I don't have any in my inventory, Stone. Let's just craft 100 stone. And spruce logs. Just take a stack of that. Stone. We'll take what we have of that. So what you do is you put it down like that, and then you just have it set up so that no matter what, you can just come in with your builder's wand, place it in there, and it will automatically harvest for you. Which makes it really, really easy to get a lot of the living wood and living rock, which I should have a little bit already. We'll just add this to here. I'm just going to throw some regular seeds in there. But so, what this is having us do is create a hydrangea, and the hydrangea is 2 blue and 2 cyan petals. So since we get 2 from each, we just need 1 cyan, and it was light blue, regular blue. So you just need 1 regular, just like that, and you take these and do the same thing. Cue them on top of there. Add some seeds. And you get a hydrangea. Hydrangea is a generating flower. It will generate mana based on water that's around it. And we'll show you that. Realistic logical approach. Mystical flowers shows you all about all of the regular flowers. Pure daisy is the start. Wand of the forest. I need to make one of these, which is just living wood twigs and any petals. Living wood twig. Shift click to see recipe is just 2 living wood for each of that. So I just need 6 living wood. So you get 6 living wood. And then your stone, just like that. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So we got living wood twig. 2, 3. And then I like to do blue and red. Like that, and then we can store the rest of these in here. Put our hydrangeas in there as well. Yeah, so see, that just makes it nice and easy to just get all the materials that you need right inside of there. Got one of those. Sure. Mystical flowers. Do we need more behind this? No. Get those. Culture. Oh well, we know what we need to do. We need to take these, make a mana pool, and make a mana spreader. Mana pool is just living rock, like so. Mana pool, and then see, that's just fun for me. And then a mana spreader is this with a petal. And that should complete that one. So I got a hydrangea, mana pool, mana spreader. We're going to take the bottom one, and this, which lime, and gray. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just pull those out so that we have, so we need lime and gray. Now we'll complete this quest. We'll take the top one that time. Burnable mana. So these are going to, okay, so the mana pool, you set the mana pool down, and I'm going to set it down actually there, and have the mana spreader pointing into it like that. So those are that's just the basic way to generate mana and have mana start building up, is you put a mana spreader, point it into a mana pool, and then put a generating flower behind it. The hydrangea actually is a generating flower. It generates it, see it says generating flower, just friendly crustaceans. The hydrangea generates it based on, so you need a 3x3 of water, well basically an infinite water source right next to it to have it, it'll basically just eat that and generate mana based on that. So that's good. The problem with generating flower like that is that it's a passive one. So you don't, like, it'll constantly generate mana based on the water that's around it. And while that's good, passive flowers, I believe, still wither. And after a little bit they just die and they stop generating anything. So things like the endoflame, which is a generating flower, but this is an active generating flower, so it produces mana through burnable items like coal. A lot of information can be obtained from the Lexica Botania, that's this book here, and it isn't telling us much. Oh, because we were on just the one thing. Yeah, so these generating flora hydrangeas act as a liquid. They will suck up any still water in a 3x3 area around it on the same height. Are fleeting flora that will decay after 1 hour of real world time. Simple setup like that. The endoflame, generates it based on consumable items or blocks. And so what you need to do is set up a way to basically drop like blocks of coal, is generally one of the best ways that I have found to generate mana from these, and just blop them down on there every now and again. So that it will continuously generate these. But so in order to get this, we need 2 brown, a red, and a light gray. So there's a red. And so we'll pull out a brown and a light gray. So yeah, so it takes 2 brown, 1 light gray, 1 red to make an endoflame. So we will do this real quick. We get an endoflame. And endoflames just put down here, and then if you give it coal, we're going to give it a block of coal, it will eat it and generate mana based on that. See, so now this is filling up, and this is filling up with mana as well. And as long as it has those little red particles on it, that's how you know whether or not it's still generating mana. So now it should be almost done here. We should be able to drop another one on there, but see, like, this drops a lot of mana for a basic thing. This is like, it's still generating, That's a lot of mana. And it does have a little bit to do with what I put in there, but at the same time, it's not only that. Now that we have a little bit of mana generation, the thing that we can do is we can start using that mana to make other items. So mana steel is a decent crafting material. Mana pearls and mana diamonds, you need ender pearls and diamonds. Ender pearls and just regular diamonds, which we now have, you know, over 3,000 of, so we're doing fine on the diamond front. Cue that in there and cue that in there. Ooh, does it not have enough mana to do this yet? It doesn't have enough mana to do that yet. How about you? Nope. So we need to generate a little bit more mana. And again, the way you do that is you just take blocks of coal and just queue them on there. And it might not take it because it might, yeah, so it's still generating mana based on the last one. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a second set. So we need another light gray, another brown. So we're just gonna make 2 of these. So we need 2 for that, 4 of that. I guess only 2 of those, but that's fine. Water. I will probably eventually set this up so that it's automatically taking water out of the well and putting it in the pedal apothecary. In fact, we could probably do that now. Need 2 of those. Which is just really easy to do. It will do it from the bottom. Will it not do it from the bottom in this pack? And apparently it doesn't want to take it from the bottom of in this pack. Or put into the bottom in this pack. How about the top? Did it pull out of the top of here? Okay, well apparently it's not going to pull out of the top. So we'll figure out a way to automate that and get that going there. So we made some more endo flames, and you want to kind of space these out just a little bit so that they don't have a chance to eat each other's. See, like that one just ate it from that far away. Now they're all generating, but they all should be. They all should have automatically linked up to this mana spreader. Now you should see that this mana spreader is very quickly filling up with mana. We should. No, still not yet. There we go, there's the mana pearl, but that used up most of the mana in this pool. Yes. So we're gonna wait around a little bit, let these generate some mana. We will open these up in the meantime and show you what you get with these. Weather Skeleton Charm, more Mana Steel, and a Tier 1 Chance Pendant. Not the worst things, but also not the greatest. We've received all of those before. We have the Mana Pearl. Mana Diamond's the other portion here. What about this one? Mana Distributor. Let's look at this. So the Mana Distributor. Back. Mana Manipulation. Mana Distributor where a single mana pool setup is not enough. The mana pool distributor will fix all those issues by placing it adjacent to a few mana pools on its side. When it receives mana through mana bursts, it'll equally spread it to the adjacent pools. So that's just some mana steel and some living rock. That's not bad. So what we could do is we could put that up to here and then just have this. We could make some more mana pools and have it shoot into a mana distributor instead. Let's do this. Mana distributor. Do that. And then make 2 more mana pools. And unfortunately, breaking that will cause it to do that, but then we can link you to you, and then put 1, 2, 3 of you guys down. And now all 3 of these should be getting the same amount of mana distributed to it evenly, which is kind of cool. And a spreader turntable. Let's do this. Spreader turntable. It can turn mana spreaders around and around. Placing a spreader above the turntable will rotate it. To change the speed of the turntable, I don't see the point in that, but sticky piston and living wood. That, make some more wood. But see, so this one no longer has the particles around it, so if we drop that, it should be the one to eat it, yeah. And then all of these are just going into here, into the mana distributor. That's coming out, and let's see if we... No, not yet. I mean, I guess it is getting only 1/3 of the mana that it's supposed to, but that's still not bad. And we have enough endo flames. What we could do is set up a system with those. Doing it that way. Mana diamond. We still just need a mana diamond. That's all we need. Come on, you know you're enough. We're gonna just throw another one of those on the ground, see if something can eat it. No? Okay, not yet. I'll harvest some more of this. Harvest some more of this. Harvest some more of this. There's now 5 modifiers on this carbon hatchet. I could make this a unbreakable carbon hatchet. I will probably do that. Not right now. We're working on this right now. So that's that. It's leaf decay. Produces mana by consuming leaves. Munch dew. Interesting. I don't think I've ever... Via other living materials. By using any leaves near the flower will get munched up. So note that no saplings or any other items will be dropped from the leaves. Hefty mana per tree eaten. Left without any able to take a break from doing so, and only be able to eat again after a bit over a minute. Rune of Gluttony. Ooh, yeah, so we need a runic altar to do anything like that, and that just requires either a mana pearl or a mana diamond. And some living rock. And since we have a mana pearl and some living rock, we make the runic altar, which, yeah, I was pretty sure was a quest. I'm gonna throw that down. See if something can eat it. No, not yet. Okay, well, how about you in there? Not yet, still. We don't see things around those anymore. So now so now they're able to eat more. And this is going back up again and equally spreading stuff out. So guys, we're gonna let this generate for a little bit and we will be right back. Alright guys, so we've done a little bit of work. We made some sparks, because sparks allow all of these mana pools to share mana basically. And then we put down another mana spreader and put it towards this runic altar. You need the runic altar to make a lot of the things that you need for any of this. From our laving sources. Interesting. That should get eaten. There it is. And then, yeah, those will eat all of those. We're going to want to create some, I think they're called open crates. We also completed some more quests. We did botanical resources when we got the diamond. We made a runic altar, and then we made an alchemical catalyst. We put it under this one here. The alchemical catalyst, this thing, alchemy catalyst. When you use it, you put it under a mana pool, and it gives it the ability to basically change random things into other things, like rotten flesh into leather using mana, saplings into different saplings using mana, glowstone into dust, quartz, smoky quartz, like mana quartz. It basically just gives it the ability to do a lot of different things in very weird ways. Like it can de-poison potatoes if you have a potato farm. It can turn blaze rods into nether wart. Books into name tags. Wool into string, which I don't know why you would want to go backwards. Cactus into slime balls. Like just random things like this that cobblestone directly into sand. And instead of using other things, you can just use these. Ferns into dead bushes into grass. Like, so you can just get a whole bunch of random stuff, but only if you have the alchemy catalyst underneath this. Like, it's a way to get prismarine from nether quartz and use this to make sea lanterns, which you use to make growth crystals. It's just, you know, it's a good way of doing things. Let's open these up. Diamond shield, chance cube, more mana steel. Nothing too terribly exciting there. So now we have a mana diamond. Mana diamond can be used to make these mana pylons or mana tablet, which I think is what we want to do because we want to have a way to store some mana. So now we have a mana tablet. This mana tablet is completely empty, but that's fine. What we're also going to do is we're going to do these runes. So rune crafting is all done on the runic altar. Okay, rune crafting, runic altar. Yeah, all fun. Rune of water, just mana powder, which is gunpowder or redstone or glowstone, sugar, or any of the colored powders. And I think we're probably going to use gunpowder. because we have, you know, 8,000 of it. Let's put it not in that one. I'm gonna just drop all that in there and hopefully get all 32. We did. Excellent. See, now this still has a little bit less than the others, but it's very not noticeable in how much little it has. But so, going back into this, and then mana steel, bone meal, sugarcane, and a fishing rod. I don't know if I have sugarcane. I don't. I have sugarcane seeds. Well, we're gonna set up a small sugarcane farm, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so we brought you back. We already made one rune of water. We're making a second one. I always generally make two, just because, you know, occasionally when you do recipes that involve these, they will take them instead. And it's always just good to have a couple extra. So that was the rune of water. We're going to move on to rune of fire. Another word is nature, and another. See, this is why we wanted to get into mythical agriculture first, because a lot of these things for these you can make using. Let's get them out of loot bags. You can get them out of literally every loot bag. But you can make them using different essences. So we're probably going to set up a couple more of our farms down here and get some of these things set up here pretty soon. But in the meantime, I mean, we're still just making mana. Got a whole bunch of mana in there. We're gonna fire. This isn't hard to do. Another wart, another brick, gunpowder. Mana steel. There's one more in here. And mana powder. Yeah, see, they're all relatively easy. You just come up here, just like that. And when it's done, it'll freak out and give you a little bit of a thing. Threw that away. I don't have any more in there. So no matter what, you always need the living rock, because every time you do a recipe like this, you need a, see how it says plus living rock and then the wand of the forest to get it out. I mean, you can let it sit there as long as you want, but you know, it's always better to just grab it as soon as you can. Did I make more stone? As soon as this is done, we'll be able to get that recipe back. Just plop more down. Yes, you just take this, drop one on there, click it, and we got the rune of fire. But as always, I'm gonna make a second recipe just so that we have a couple extra. We're gonna do this with all of these base ones, and we will be right back, guys. Alright guys, and we are back. We are just doing a second recipe of the Rune of Earth. We did 4 recipes of the Rune of Mana just because it only gives you 1, whereas the rest of them give you 2. We now have all of the runes, well, all of the base tier runes. Take the bottom one there, which will open up botanical brewing, and then the runes of the seasons. And then the runes of sin, those are gluttony, all of those things. But we are going to actually move on to this. So we want to make a terrasteel agglomeration plate. Let's do it in here because I believe terrasteel agglomeration plate. We have all of that, and boom, we got all of that. Those are our upstairs neighbors being loud as always. And the terrasteel agglomeration plate, Lexica Botania. We're going to need some lapis blocks. I think it's 4 lapis blocks and 4 living rock. We're going to put this. That's a very weird. Whatever. Y'all are still eating, that's fine. We're going to put this down right on the other side here. Go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3? I believe that's how it is. Put this down here. We're gonna grab some glowstone. Put it right on the other side there. Cobble. Just kind of fence it in, just so that it's, you know, just so that it stays as it needs to. Boom. Okay. So now that we have this, we can put a spark on it, which will help it greatly. You take a spark on it, and then you have to drop a terrasteel. You can make it with terrasteel essence, which we will probably do. It forces us to make 4, and we'll probably just plant these. Immediately. But how you get them is, if we look in here, not you, mana manipulation, no, terrasteel. Do that. It is the other way around. Gosh. 2, 3. Living rock, living rock, living rock, living rock, living rock. And you. See, this is why we check. Then it's a mana pearl, a mana steel, and a mana diamond. So we steel, we need mana pearls and mana diamonds. 2, 3, 4. And diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then put all of those in here. Check this. It's a little bit less than a quarter. I don't know if that's going to be enough. What you do is you take these, and we're going to do not that. And then fly away. Should see, is it only allowed to do it one at a time? Yeah, so we should see that start to happen, which is its way of telling us that the terra steel is actually being formed. Let's drop that. That completely died. Is so close to being completed over there, so very close. And if you go over and interrupt it, it doesn't do anymore. Are you full? Let's put you in here. Let's see if that'll give us enough to do so. I don't know if it's going to be able to do it. Come on. Finish forming. Oh, this is torture. This is so very much torture. Because I don't want to go over there and have it and pick up those items, because if I pick them up, then it's never going to complete. It will have just wasted all of that mana. Oh God. What we can do. Some more of these. Of those each. Let's see if that. Linked to you, yes. See if that'll give it enough power to do this. I thought I had enough. It takes about a little bit more than a quarter of a mana pool to make it. Since I had a little bit less than a quarter in this one by itself, I figured I had enough. But it looks like not. one of two things is going to happen. Either they're all going to despawn, or at the very last second, these mana pools are going to give it enough juice to complete. This is just torture sitting here watching this. Okay guys, we're going to end you on suspense. I will tell you guys in the next one whether or not this actually completed. Hopefully by then we'll have figured out a way to make sure we always have enough mana to do this. But guys, this has been Fox. We've been playing Project Ozone Lite, and I will see you all in the next one.